Hello my brilliant home buyers and sellers, this is Farayal, your real estate agent, and welcome back to Living Local with Farayal. In today's video, we are going to explore the city of Hamilton. So if you're someone who is thinking of making a move to Hamilton, or if you are just curious about the city, this video is for you. Before I move forward, I do want to say this. I do not claim to know all about the city as I do not live in Hamilton, so I'm sure there's a lot of things that I might not mention in this video. However, I've done some extensive research. I've gone and visited the city many times myself to explore. I've been going there for many years now, and also I've spoken to people who live there and have been living there for many years. That being said, let's get right into it. First, I do want to talk about the history of the city because it's so rich, and it's the history that has shaped the city into this vibrant new city that it is today. Like many other cities, originally it was inhabited by indigenous peoples. The area was first settled by European colonists in the late 18th century. In 1816, George Hamilton established a settlement at the western end of Lake Ontario, which eventually grew into the city that bears his name, Hamilton. Situated strategically along major transportation routes, including waterways and later railways, Hamilton quickly became a hub for industry and commerce. During the 19th century, Hamilton's economy boomed, driven largely by its thriving manufacturing sector. The city's steel industry in particular played a significant role in its development, earning it the nickname the Steel City or Steel Town. Hamilton's steel mills and factories churned out products that contributed to Canada's industrial growth and played a crucial role in both world wars. That's why as soon as you enter Hamilton, you will see smokestacks pumping and plants are still manufacturing steel. Not a very pleasant sight as soon you enter the city, but don't be fooled by this view. Hamilton is full of nature and beautiful sights due to its close proximity to Niagara Escarpment, and it is known for its amazing waterfalls. In recent decades, Hamilton has undergone a significant transformation. The city has diversified its economy and commerce, and it has embraced its new industries such as healthcare, education, and technology. Institutions like McMaster University and Mohawk College have become centers of innovation and learning, attracting students and researchers from all around the world. Today, Hamilton is known for its cultural diversity, vibrant art scene, and outdoor recreational opportunities. With its rich history, thriving economy, and diverse population, Hamilton continues to evolve while honoring its past. Next, let's talk about the location and commute. The city of Hamilton is located in the province of Ontario, Canada. It is situated on the western end of Lake Ontario and is approximately 68 kilometers southwest of Toronto. You're only 20 minutes away from the city of Burlington and about an hour away from Niagara Falls. If you're someone who is traveling from Mississauga going to Hamilton, you can easily hop on Highway 403 and then merge into QEW. However, keep in mind there are little pockets on the highway which get extremely busy. As soon as you pass the upper middle exit of Oakville on 403, you will hit major traffic, and that's because there are a lot of lanes merging in together. But all in all, it takes you about 40 minutes if it's not rush hour. However, if it's busy time, it can take you anywhere close to an hour. So we know in recent years, many people have moved from Toronto to Hamilton due to housing affordability, and the trend seems to be continuing that way. But if you're someone who is working in Toronto and lives in Hamilton, you have three options when it comes to commute. Option number one is that you can drive, especially if you live in neighborhoods that does not have easy access to the public transit or GO system. This could be your best bet. So if you are going to Toronto during the rush hour, driving from Hamilton, it can take you about an hour to 40 minutes or sometimes more. In this scenario, consider getting a 407 transponder, which will cost you about $24.50. 407 is a toll highway, which is a lot faster, but it's completely worth it. You might not use it every day, but it comes in handy, especially for those days when you are rushing. Now, if you live in the neighborhood that has easy access to Highway 403 or the QEW, which is the major advantage to you. However, if you are close to the Red Hill Valley Expressway or Lincoln Alexandra Parkway or Nikola Tesla Boulevard, also Burlington Street, can reduce your commute time. Option number two is drive plus GO system. You drive to your closest GO station and park your car there. If this is the scenario that applies to you, consider going to the Eldershot GO station in Burlington. Parking over there is free. However, keep in mind that the parking does fill up pretty fast, especially during the winter time, so you have to make sure that you go there on time. So option number three is no car, just GO system plus the Hamilton bus help. Now, there are two stations that are located in central Hamilton that offer regular train service via the Lakeshore West Line. Unfortunately, free parking in both of those locations are very limited, but you can reserve spots if they are available. Now, let's dive deeper into the city and really making sense of Hamilton. So on the map, it might show that Hamilton is divided into east, west, north, south, but in reality, the city is really divided into two parts. You have the upper Hamilton, which is the escarpment area known as the mountain, and then you have the lower Hamilton, which is the below escarpment, which makes Hamilton a tale of two cities. From the top of the mountain, you can view the beautiful city, which is quite magnificent. You can see the transition starting from the industrial ports, the steel mills, the factories. Many who live in the Hamilton area think that the mountain has divided society into two classes. The more rich are living on the mountain, looking down on not so rich people. However, that's changing as there's more and more new development happening in the city center and more people moving in, which is driving the cost of real estate high as well in the city center. Now that we have divided the city into two, let's first talk about the mountain area, where you find the manicured lawns of beautiful homes with bigger lots and multi-million-dollar mansions as well. So it is perfect for those who appreciate a quieter, more residential setting. It offers plenty of nature as you're so close to the Niagara Escarpment. You can hike mountaintop, and there are many parks around, which gives you a perfect escape from the urban rush. Now, mountain itself is divided into north, west, central, east, and south sides. Now, on the north side, you have the Juriski Hospital, one of the major hospitals in Hamilton. You're also closer to the highway, which makes it a lot easier for you to commute to the downtown core of Hamilton, and also if you are looking to travel to Toronto. You're also close to the Concession Street, where you will find a variety of shopping options for you. Most homes built here are detached homes built in the 1950s, mostly bungalows or 1.5 stories. Also, you won't find many attached garages in this community. So a lot of homes over here have long driveways which lead to a detached garages built in the back. Now, average homes here in this community are anywhere between $600,000 to $800,000. Going to the west side of the mountain that borders the edge of the Hamilton Mountain and Ancaster of the West, mostly popular among expanding families who are looking for bigger square footage. In this community, you will find top-rated schools such as Mountain View Junior Public School, as well as St. Teresa of Avila Catholic School. Also, Mohawk College is located in this community. You have St. Joseph Hospital located here as well. When it comes to real estate, you will find primarily detached homes built here in the 1960s and the 1990s. You will also find smaller homes such as bungalows and 1.5 stories over here. And then you will find some of the bigger homes here such as side splits, back splits, and 2-story homes as well. In this community, you will see a lot more of the attached garages, and the detached homes are ranging anywhere from $800,000 to $900,000. And it is this community where you will find some of the most scenic mansions here along the escarpment, selling for multi-million dollars. Other than that, you also have a variety of townhomes to choose from that are selling anywhere between $500K up to $700,000. 5% of the real estate here is made of condos, so not much options available when it comes to condo living. However, most of those buildings are older buildings. Before I move forward, a rule of thumb: the more south you go from the escarpment or further away you will go from the escarpment, you will find more newer homes being built. Another one is if you are heading east or west, the east end is more affordable than the west end. Next up is Central Mountain. The big attraction here is the Lime Ridge Mall, which is the biggest shopping mall on the Hamilton Mountain. You also have Bill Friday Lawfield Arena, where you have a splash pad, playgrounds, ice skating rings, where you can just drop in as well. For real estate, 85% of the homes in this community are detached homes built primarily between the 1960s and the 1980s. The more south you go, the homes are built in the 1990s. Primarily styles being bungalows and 2-story homes. Now, 2/3 of homes in this community have a single car garage, and they sell anywhere between $600,000 up to $900,000. You will also find some townhouses here that make up to 13% of the real estate that are selling between $600,000 up to $700,000. Next up is the East Hamilton Mountain, which is pretty much anything east of Upper Gage and south of the Stone Church Road. From this community, you have easy access to Stony Creek, or you can hop on QEW to go to Toronto or Niagara Falls, which makes it very convenient. Mostly popular among first-time home buyers, and it is more affordable compared to other communities on the mountain. When it comes to recreation, you have facilities such as Huntington Park, where you have drop-in swimming options, gym, and tons of tennis courts. In this community, you do not have shortage of parks, and one of the largest parks on the Hamilton Mountain Mountain, known as Mohawk Sports Park, is located here. You also have a variety of trails leading you to Kings Forest Park, another beautiful neighborhood where you will find two of the iconic Hamilton waterfalls. Now, homes here are mostly detached homes, but a bit smaller. Similar to others, the most common parking situation is no attached garages with big driveways and detached garages at the back. Mostly it's because there are a lot more older homes here. However, you can find some bigger options the more south you go with attached garages as well. Now, these detached homes are selling anywhere between $600,000 to $800,000. 15% of the real estate here is made up of townhomes that are selling between $500,000 to $650,000, and 2% are condos, so very limited options. Next is south of Hamilton Mountain. Anything located south of Stone Church Road, here you will find the most new development. Most of these homes are built in the 1990s or just recently built or are still being built. You have easy access to Cameron Speedway where you can go paintballing, laser tagging, and go-karting, so lots of fun. You have a flying squirrel trampoline park, so lots of fun options to choose from in this community. Primarily, real estate is detached homes, which made up 54% of the real estate here. You will find two-story homes. Some of the biggest homes located in Hamilton Mountain are here compared to other areas. You will also find more of the double car parking, which is rare to find on Hamilton Mountain, and that is because most of these homes are fairly new. Typically, prices here range between $800,000 up to $1.25 million. Townhouses are made up for about 46% of the real estate here, so you have options when it comes to townhouses, which is great, and they are selling anywhere between $600,000 to $800,000. Now let's move to Lower Hamilton, away from the escarpment that is the city core. So if you're someone who loves the hustle bustle with a bunch of amenities at walking distance, you will absolutely love Hamilton downtown. It is a very popular area among young professionals. Historic buildings and new investments brought a vibrancy to this area. You also have many new condo apartments that are being built in this area. Also, it is a great place to live for someone who is a frequent commuter, so easy access to the highways such as the QEW and 403 makes it super easy for you to travel. You also have access to the GO station here. The Lower Hamilton is not a huge area, but all the neighborhoods located here are very diverse and historic, and they tell a story about all the changes that Hamilton has gone through over the years. Even when you're walking around in the city, you can just feel the history. You can feel the people who used to live here before, and also people who ran businesses in this neighborhood. So when it comes to things to do, there is a lot to do here. You have the beautiful Gore Park area right next to King Street East, and you have the library as well. You also have the famous Hamilton Farmers Market. Believe it or not, it is one of the oldest markets in Canada. You have Hess Village, which is located at the intersection of the King Street West and Queen Street North, where you'll find all the cool and hip cafes and restaurants to go and eat and enjoy. Hamilton Arts Gallery, which was founded in 1914, is one of the oldest and largest art museums in Southern Ontario, which is also located in central Hamilton. So you have Lockie Street, which is one of the liveliest streets, and many people from different neighborhoods come here to just walk around, shop at the boutique stores, or enjoy a nice meal out. Then you have your First Ontario Centre, which is located very close to the Jackson Square Mall, which holds many sporting events and all kinds of different events throughout the year. I personally got to experience one of the events when I went to see a Cirque du Soleil with my daughter. It was an amazing place, very easy parking available as well, and we truly enjoyed our experience. Then you have trendy neighborhoods such as Corktown, where you'll find all the bustling restaurants and pubs in this neighborhood along Augusta and on James and John Street South. In terms of housing and neighborhoods, central Hamilton has a bit of everything. In downtown, you'll find more trendy condos like the impressively revived Royal Cognate and the Theatre Lofts. So the streets running off James North in both Central and Beasley have lovely classic brick homes, both detached and semi, which are in high demand, especially for those that are moving here for the first time. Then you have sought after Durant neighborhood, which is largely residential neighborhood situated between the central and the edge of the escarpment. In terms of housing, this area is quite mixed with single families, low rise, and high rise options. And as you move closer to escarpment, you'll find some incredible historic homes noted to be one of the best preserved areas of Victorian and Gothic mansions in the country. And then just east of Durand, you'll find the Corktown and Stinson neighborhoods. Corktown has a dense mix of old character homes. Many of those homes have been converted into multifamily units, low-rise residential, and some newly developed townhome blocks as well. Stinson is home to the development of the old Stinson School into lofts by Toronto and now Hamilton-based developer Harry Stinson. And this neighborhood is one of those famous for being nestled up against the base of the escarpment with lots of big character homes. And many of those homes had been previously converted to multi-family homes and are making their way back to single-family homes. North end of the city has always lived in the shadows and has always been an area people avoided. And I believe it's just this little pocket that give Hamilton a certain reputation. But I believe there are good areas and bad areas in any city, no matter if it's Hamilton, Toronto, Mississauga, wherever you go. In my personal opinion, Hamilton is one of the most beautiful places with so much to do, and it is one of those cities that still has so much potential to grow and develop and expand more. With the North End, there's a lot that is changing right now with the recent new development on James Street North. There's also more affordable housing are coming up in the plans as well. So I'm sure that all that little pocket that's there is going to be revitalized and changed completely. And also, let's not forget, we have Hamilton Beach, where you can go and enjoy the water, bike, and see Burlington and Toronto skylines, which are absolutely beautiful to see. There you have it. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you enjoyed exploring Hamilton with me. If you have any other questions, let me know. And if you are someone who has lived in Hamilton, let me know in the comments your experience, the things you like, the things you not like. And if you're someone who is thinking of making a move, it is very easy to reach me. Calendly link in my description. You can book a quick consultation call with me, or you can simply text me or call me. I'm always here to help. Until next time, have yourself a wonderful day. This is Freya signing out.